Good morning, friends. Have you ever sat down to a steaming bowl of oatmeal, believing wholeheartedly that you were giving your body the best possible start to the day? If you're over 60, or simply interested in health, oatmeal likely tops your list of wholesome breakfasts. It's easy on the stomach, full of fiber, and usually associated with stable blood sugar. What more could you want, right? But what if I told you there are 3 common foods that, when mixed into your oatmeal, can quietly sabotage those benefits, spiking your blood sugar, adding hidden sugars or sodium, and ultimately leaving you more fatigued or inflamed than you'd think? Maybe you've even noticed you feel jittery or hungry sooner than you'd expect, or your daily energy tapers off by mid-morning. Today, we'll reveal what those 3 foods are and why you should keep them off your breakfast table, at least when you're having oatmeal. Please know this, I'm not here to spoil the comforting joy of oatmeal. Far from it. Oatmeal can be a powerhouse for seniors and anyone else striving to improve heart health and digestion. The key is how you eat it. That's where things can go either very right or very wrong. So, if you're curious about protecting your energy, controlling your blood pressure or blood sugar, and ensuring your breakfast sets you up for success, stick around. We'll also discuss a few nourishing add-ins that can elevate your oatmeal without undermining your well-being. Ready to get started? If you're excited to learn these eye-opening details, please like this video and subscribe. It helps us keep bringing you straightforward health insights you can use right away. Before we dive in, let's be crystal clear who might benefit most from these insights. If you're over 60, noticing that your stamina in the morning isn't what it used to be, or if you've been striving to manage blood sugar or heart health, this video is absolutely for you. Maybe you're a caretaker or relative, wanting to help a parent or grandparent optimize their daily routines. Or you're simply health conscious at any age, seeking to refine a staple breakfast that might not be serving you as well as you think. The truth is, many of us have grown up hearing that oatmeal is a perfect food. And yes, oatmeal can be a wonderful source of fiber, B vitamins, and minerals. But a food's benefits don't exist in a vacuum. When you add certain items, particularly ones high in sugar, simple carbs, or sodium, into the mix, you can turn a good meal into a hidden landmine. This is especially critical for seniors, whose metabolism, hormone regulation, and insulin sensitivity have changed over time. If you or a loved one is trying to avoid the pitfalls of a sugar crash, midday fatigue, or elevated blood pressure, you'll find this information invaluable. We'll highlight the 3 specific offenders that shouldn't go anywhere near your oatmeal, and follow up with healthier swaps you can enjoy instead. Know someone who could benefit? Share this video with a friend, neighbor, or family member so they too can preserve their best health, one breakfast at a time. Before we talk about the 3 troublemakers, let's acknowledge why oatmeal has reigned supreme for so many decades. Oatmeal is high in beta-glucan fiber, known to help reduce bad cholesterol, LDL, and stabilize blood sugar. For seniors, that can mean improved heart health and a lower risk of type 2 diabetes. Oats also tend to be gentle on the digestive system, an attractive quality for older adults dealing with acid reflux or sensitive stomachs. Plus, oats are typically easy to prepare, just water or milk, some heat, and you have a filling meal. Many older adults appreciate that softness and warmth. There's something comforting about oatmeal that ties back to childhood memories or a sense of simpler times. That cozy factor helps as well. But here's where we can run into trouble. Oatmeal by itself is a relatively bland base. So we tend to add flavor. Unfortunately, a lot of that flavor can come in the form of hidden sugars, processed ingredients, or salty side dishes that quietly undercut oatmeal's advantages. For a younger body, the adverse effects might go unnoticed for years, but for those in their 60s, 70s, or beyond, consistent exposure to those poor pairings might feed inflammation, lead to glucose spikes, or even hamper cognitive clarity over time. Let's examine the first of our 3 major culprits. Even though it's often touted as healthy, it can transform your oatmeal from a cholesterol-friendly champion into a sugar-laden chaos. As we go through each culprit, reflect on your breakfast routine. Do you see any sneaky pitfalls? You might be surprised. Culprit number 1, fruit juice, particularly orange juice. Sounds ironic, right? After all, orange juice has vitamin C, it's historically pitched as part of a complete breakfast. But the major issue is that fruit juice strips away the natural fiber found in whole fruits, leaving you with a concentrated dose of liquid sugar. Combine that with the carbs in oatmeal, a slow-digesting starch, and you risk a double whammy. Without fiber, the sugar in fruit juice, even freshly squeezed, enters the bloodstream quickly, spiking your glucose levels. Over time, these frequent glucose spikes, and subsequent crashes, can promote insulin resistance, making it harder to regulate your blood sugar effectively. For seniors, that spells extra risk for type 2 diabetes, weight gain, and the lethargy that often hits by mid-morning. If you're used to sipping orange juice alongside or mixed into your oatmeal, you might want to reconsider. A single cup can contain over 20 grams of sugar, roughly equivalent to soda. That means you're effectively stacking sugar on top of sugar, given oatmeal is already a carbohydrate source. Healthier swap: if you crave a bright citrus note, add a few orange segments to your oatmeal. Or enjoy a small piece of whole fruit on the side, like half a grapefruit, because the fiber in whole fruit slows sugar absorption. Another option: plain water or herbal tea. The idea is to preserve oatmeal's stable blood sugar advantage, not undermine it with a glass of what amounts to fructose water. Remember, we're not demonizing fruit juice entirely, just be mindful that combined with oatmeal, it can stealthily sabotage your healthy intentions. Let us know in the comments, have you been pairing juice with oatmeal, and are you willing to give it a rest? What's your alternative beverage of choice? Next culprit: flavored yogurt or sweetened milk, including many sweetened plant-based milks. Now, yogurt itself can be a wonderful protein boost, and unsweetened almond or soy milk may offer low sugar and extra vitamins. But the problem arises with vanilla yogurt, fruit-on-the-bottom varieties, or sugary almond/oat milks. Why is this problematic? Well, these products can harbor large quantities of added sugars, sometimes 10 to 20 grams per serving, turning your simple bowl of oatmeal into a hidden sugar bomb. If you're older, your metabolism and insulin sensitivity likely aren't what they used to be. Flooding the body with these easily digestible sugars can trigger chronic low-grade inflammation, leading to joint pain, brain fog, and even accelerating muscle breakdown in some cases. Worse yet, certain sweetened yogurts or milks include additives like syrups, artificial flavors, or thickeners, which can exacerbate digestive issues. Many older adults inadvertently choose these for flavor's sake, assuming dairy plus oatmeal is healthy. But the net effect could be higher blood pressure, insulin resistance, and a sense of fatigue rather than the sustained energy you want from breakfast. Healthier swap: try plain Greek yogurt, the protein content is higher, and you avoid those sneaky sugars. If you prefer plant-based milk, choose unsweetened almond or soy. To sweeten your oatmeal gently, you might add natural sources like fresh berries or a sprinkle of cinnamon, giving you flavor without a sugar overload. Ultimately, we want to harness oatmeal's fiber and stable energy, not overshadow it with sugar-laced dairy or milk substitutes that sabotage your health gains. Curious about a good sugar-free yogurt brand, or how to make your own? Let us know below. Sharing your finds can help someone else make the switch. The third item to skip alongside your oatmeal is processed breakfast meats, particularly bacon and sausage. Now, bacon might spark fond memories of Sunday breakfasts, and sausage can feel hearty. Yet these processed meats often contain nitrates, excess salt, and added sugars. Yes, you read that right, some breakfast sausages contain hidden sweeteners for flavor. Pairing bacon or sausage with oatmeal can create a puzzling dynamic. The oatmeal tries to lower cholesterol and provide fiber, while the processed meats introduce large amounts of sodium and inflammatory compounds, which can adversely affect heart function. Seniors dealing with high blood pressure or a history of cardiovascular issues should especially avoid this mismatch. Moreover, processed meats can contribute to fluid retention, leaving some older adults feeling bloated or winded throughout the day. A breakfast loaded with sodium can also raise blood pressure for hours afterward, straining the circulatory system. Healthier swap: if you crave a protein complement for oatmeal, consider adding a boiled egg or lean turkey slices, uncured, low sodium. Another idea is a small portion of smoked salmon. Still watch the sodium, but at least you're getting healthier fats and not the same nitrates. And yes, there's always the nut/seed route if you want that extra heart-healthy fat, like mixing almond butter or chopped walnuts into your oatmeal. You might be surprised at how satisfying these alternatives can be, minus the hidden cardiovascular stress. The takeaway: bacon and sausage bring short-lived flavor but can sabotage your oatmeal's health benefits for seniors aiming for stable energy, healthy arteries, and minimal inflammation. Do you have a go-to savory alternative for breakfast meats? Drop your suggestions below, someone else may love your idea. Let's pause for a quick real-life story. Meet Henry, 72, who prided himself on eating oatmeal each morning. Yet he complained of feeling sluggish by 10 a.m., noticed more frequent brain fog, and struggled to manage rising blood pressure. He was shocked when his doctor suggested that his breakfast might be a contributing factor. Henry's typical morning: a big bowl of instant oatmeal sweetened with vanilla yogurt, plus a side of bacon. He thought, I'm having fiber from oats, some protein from yogurt, and that classic breakfast taste from bacon, what's not to love? But the moment he cut out the bacon and swapped the sweetened yogurt for unsweetened Greek yogurt, everything changed. Within a couple of weeks, he noticed fewer energy crashes, his mood felt more stable, and even his blood pressure readings improved slightly. His doctor attributed these gains to lower sodium intake and fewer sugar spikes. Henry hadn't realized that small daily choices could have such a large effect on his well-being. Simply removing processed meats and high-sugar yogurt from his oatmeal routine, two things he viewed as harmless, reduced the metabolic strain on his body. It's a classic example of how seniors can refine a healthy meal to make it actually healthy. We hope Henry's journey reminds us that every ingredient counts, especially if you're trying to stay active, manage weight, or keep your mind sharp during retirement. Now that we've identified 3 troublemakers, orange juice, sweetened dairy, and processed meats, let's shift gears to what you should pair with oatmeal to maximize benefits. First up, berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, each offers natural sweetness, fiber, and antioxidants that help protect cells from aging and reduce inflammation. Unlike juice, you're getting the whole fruit, fiber included, so your blood sugar remains steady. Next, consider a handful of nuts or seeds, like chia seeds, flax seeds, walnuts, or almonds. These supply healthy fats, protein, and micronutrients like vitamin E, magnesium, and omega-3s, aiding heart health and muscle function. They also balance the carbs in oats, smoothing out any blood sugar rises. Finally, add cinnamon. This humble spice carries anti-inflammatory properties and has been linked to better insulin sensitivity, giving seniors a gentle edge in stabilizing glucose. Plus, it's a simple flavor booster, letting you skip the heaping tablespoon of sugar many people stir in for taste. Oatmeal can be a nutritional hero if combined thoughtfully. Pick 1 or 2 of these healthy add-ins. For example, top your oatmeal with a scoop of Greek yogurt, plus some blueberries and a sprinkling of cinnamon. Or stir in chia seeds, walnuts, and sliced banana, just be mindful of portion sizes to keep sugar in check. By doing so, you'll transform your breakfast from a potential sugar trap into a balanced meal that genuinely supports your energy and long-term health. Which healthy add-in appeals to you most, berries, nuts, or cinnamon? Share your favorite combos below. Sometimes, it's easier to believe in these ideas when we see others living them out. Have you ever wondered what some notable health-conscious celebrities do for breakfast? Jennifer Aniston, for instance, has been known to incorporate oats as part of her morning routine, often mixing in egg whites for a protein punch. And Tom Brady, famous quarterback, stresses the importance of minimizing refined sugar. Although he's not big on heavy grains, the principle stands: if he does have something carbohydrate-based, he pairs it with nutrient-dense elements, like fresh fruit, to avoid sugar spikes. Granted, celebrities have personal chefs and nutritionists, but the takeaway for us older adults is universal: the notion of balancing nutrients is key. They avoid layering refined or sugary ingredients on top of carbs, focusing on proteins, healthy fats, or low-sugar fruits to keep their bodies performing at peak. Whether you're 70, 30, or 45, your muscles and metabolism thrive on synergy. Oatmeal alone has fiber, but oatmeal plus the right toppings truly elevates your morning routine. By following these celebrity-inspired best practices, ditching sugary or processed add-ons, you can reduce inflammation, maintain steadier energy, and keep your day from derailing before noon. Do you have a famous health role model? Comment on their breakfast habits, maybe we can glean more tips from their successes. As we wrap up, let's recap the key points. Oatmeal remains a cherished, nutrient-packed breakfast for older adults, provided we avoid pairing it with these three culprits: fruit juice, sweetened dairy, like flavored yogurt or sweetened milks, and processed breakfast meats, bacon, sausage. Each of these items either dumps sugar into your system or floods you with sodium and chemicals, undermining the stable energy and cardiovascular benefits that oatmeal can provide. Meanwhile, we recommended some healthier alternatives: fresh fruit instead of juice, unsweetened Greek yogurt or plain milk instead of sweetened versions, and nuts, seeds, or eggs for protein instead of processed meats. These swaps can radically shift how your body processes breakfast. Instead of experiencing spiking blood sugar or blood pressure, you're more likely to enjoy consistent energy, improved digestion, and less strain on your heart. If you recall Henry's story, a small tweak in his routine, ditching sugary yogurt and bacon, made a noticeable difference in his mood, stamina, and even lab results. You might be surprised how quickly your body responds to a friendlier food environment, especially when we're older and more sensitive to sugar or salt. The best part? These adjustments aren't burdensome or expensive, they're mostly about awareness and choice. Ultimately, breakfast should set you up, not set you back. Oatmeal can be the foundation of a heart-healthy, muscle-supportive lifestyle, but only if we keep hidden saboteurs off our plate. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share with someone who might be unknowingly mixing these troublesome items into their morning oats. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind to your body, and may your mornings be as nourishing as you deserve. Any final thoughts or personal experiences avoiding these foods? We'd love to hear your journey. Let's keep learning and growing together.